everything, like, it's just in boxes and a mess. So
Oh yeah.
I'm just kind of on my like holding.
As you're moving, I'm gonna try and put your volume a little bit more up because it's
Okay,
pretty
perfect.
quiet on my end. Now I can hear you much better. Perfect. So we're ready, right? We're ready. Okay, well, you're truly, you and your wife, happy belated birthday to your wife as well. You two are truly incredible, phenomenal, such artistic and talented, a super couple, and absolutely beautiful and amazing. Like I obviously have been stalking you in this time. And you know, you both have produced and acted in this incredible movie, Mighty Oak. We've
Yeah.
spoken to quite a few of the cast members, Tommy Reagan and Rodney Higgs, Gianna Harris, Ben Milliken. So it's great to speak to you because you were also executive producer on the movie and you played Pedro in the film. So what was that experience like? Because as viewers, like the message that at least we took away from it was that it's never too, you're never too young or old to follow your dreams. And so ultimately, for you to kind of come onto this project, what was the message that you hope the viewers have taken away from it or wanted to give to them?
Yeah, we filmed this last March, or sorry, a year ago from last March. So way before any of the craziness that's going on in the world. So I think the timing of the movie was great because it's such a movie of hope. Um, and what Lex and I always talk about is that it's amazing because sometimes hope can come in the smallest form. And for all of our characters in the movie, uh, Tommy Reagan, who in real life is the most amazing guitar player, and he's so humble and he's incredible. But in the movie, this kid comes in and all the characters are kind of just searching for something. They're kind of getting to that place where, you know, nothing's really moving for them. Like, are they giving up on their dreams? Like, what's happening? And this little kid brings them all back together and gives them hope that, so, that they can kind of continue and get back together. And I just really love that message because I think my kids, I can be super stressful. Or sorry, life can be super stressful. I can be super stressed with things going on and traveling and this and that. But I see my kids and they give me so much. They just give me so much, right? And who knew that this little 1 year old, he can just come over and smile and he can completely take away any bad stuff that happened the whole day.
Oh, that's so heartwarming. Well, I love how you've put that together, and it really is such an incredible movie. And it's really great to see how kids are too. Like, I mean, I was just watching Gianna Harris, she's an incredible singer, and Tommy Reagan, as you pointed out. So, you know, he plays Oak. And what was it like working with him? Because he's a writer, a singer, a talented actor as well.
Yeah, what's crazy is that this is his first project, right? And he basically wrote all the music for the movie, and he's not even 15 years old. So it's like it kind of gave me this. It gave me hope in my personal life. There are a lot of things that I really still want to accomplish. I'm only 31 and I have so many dreams. I'm like, I just want to keep going. And sometimes you get so many no's and a lot of rejection in different things, and it kind of sets you back. But to see this kid who, not even 15 years old, not even like he can't even drive, he's not even 16, and yet he's writing all the music for a major motion picture. It's awesome.
Wow, I cannot believe that. Okay, that's a really fun fact to know. First project, writing all the music. But hey, you got to also give yourself credit because I think you started your career at the age of 15 too. You made some appearances on ER. You've really developed your journey through that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you're definitely pushing and pulling, and you're like you said, you're still just 31, so young. You still have so much ahead of you. I can tell. Like you're very switched on, both you and your wife. And going with that, my next question would be how has that positive attitude that you have and the faith that goes along with it impacted your success?
Yeah, I mean, for us, our faith is everything. My wife and I met at Bible study. It was both of our first time, and our whole relationship was grounded in going to church, and that's literally how we started hanging out. Like I would pick her up on Sundays to go to church, and I think for us having God as our foundation, I kind of always talk it as like the triangle, right? So Lex and I are on each side, and the closer we get to God, the closer we get to each other. And just having that as our foundation has really made it. It's made it really. I don't want to say easy because it's marriage is not easy, life is not easy, but it makes it really easy because I have someone to like to go through life with who we're really connected. I mean, most people are like, "Do you guys like working together?" I work to get away from like leave for work to get away from for a break, and my wife and I, we just love doing everything together. And I think we just have this great bond that that was rooted in our faith, and I think that just it translates to everything that we do. Anybody that we speak to, any project that we jump on, it's like that is what guides us, and I think that's why we are the way we are.
Yeah, I love that. I love your love story. That's actually a very cute thing. How you used to pick her up on Sundays and go to Bible study together and everything. And you're definitely like the definition of two peas in a pod, I must say. Like you've really found each other. God
Crazy.
has really put you together. Yeah, and it's so heartwarming. And I love how real you are about it. You know, it's not easy. And I think both in the film and Mighty Oak and in your life that you're translating is that things are not easy. You whatever you want, you're gonna have to work hard for it, and that goes in relationships as well as career.
Yep.
And now, obviously, in this time, it's just been a time and place of evaluation, right, of life. And so what's next for you and your wife, or your family? Like, what are you
You
excited about that's
know,
coming up for you?
our industry got hit hard. We had a lot of projects lined up for this year, and everything's kind of been put on hold. So we are, kind of like the rest of the world, just trying to figure it out and trying to see what is what the next 6 months even look like, right? But we've just we've really spent these last 6 months investing into our family, right? So um, taking time with our kids. I'm such a go-getter. I'm like go 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 go. So even if I spend an hour with my son or both of them, I'm like there, but I'm always thinking about other stuff. So this has been a really great opportunity to test. Hey, you know what? I'm going to be as present as I can with each one of these people in my life, and not just my family, but friends and people who I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, how present can I be? Because like our circumstances are so uncertain. Like who knows what's going to happen, right? So I don't know. I've just really been trying to take time with people and like really be present, and that has allowed us to then go, okay, cool. What are other things that we can embark on that don't require us leaving for acting or singing or whatever? And we started a podcast that is gonna our first episode is gonna drop on Friday. It's
That's exciting. What's it called? Tell us about it.
We were just like, what, like we want to give more and talk more, and we have our YouTube channel, Lex Loves Los, and we have a lot of episodes coming out, and it's been like one or two every week, but we kind of wanted to do something that didn't require that like something that we could bang out like a lot of, because the episodes are tough. We have two kids who want to be entertained and sometimes don't want, and we want and then you have to edit and add the music, and it's a lot. So we literally started the podcast. It's called the Cross Your Heart podcast.
The Crush Your Heart podcast?
Yeah, so Alexa started like, I call it a lifestyle brand, but it's everything. And she has a blog, and it kind of encompasses everything that we have been doing. And it's called Cross Your Heart. The company's called Cross Your Heart, and we started doing a lot of it actually it emerged during Dancing with the Stars, because we made these cool, like, Dancing with the Stars team jackets back in the day, and then it, like, Lex wanted to make more apparel and then all this stuff, and then it just kept evolving and evolving. And right now it's in the middle of this big revamp, and the first thing coming out is this Friday is our Cross Your Heart podcast. So that's, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. What are you gonna be diving into? Is it gonna be you two? Are you gonna have guests? Are you
That's
gonna have your kids as well?
probably it took a long time because we didn't know what we wanted it to be. We tried so many different things. We recorded stuff. and it just it didn't feel right, and we were praying on it. And one day Lex was like, look, we are people who are an open book, and let's just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Like it doesn't have to be one straight thing. So
Yeah.
I think our first episode, it's that episode's just Alexa and I, but we talk about health, because this last month has been a crazy health journey for us. On August 1st, I decided to try plant-based for a whole month.
Oh,
I,
ooh.
I
Now we're on the 1st of September. How do you feel?
feel fantastic, and I don't miss meat at all, which is crazy because I was such a, like, every night gotta have like chicken or steak or lunch or chicken. Like, I mean, I was always getting some sort of meat in there. And Alexa still has her like cravings here and there, and she's like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do this. But for me, I mean, it's been a month, and we'll see how long I can go. But I feel
Hey,
so.
I commend you on that, I tried it for, I think, like 2 days. I couldn't, I needed my protein. So it's incredible when you can do that.
Kind of just have to find proteins in different forms. And I don't know, I'm the type of person that if I go into something, I dive in 100%, right? I'm not like the, okay, I'll try it. I'm like, no, are we doing this? Because like I'm in, right?
Just all in, yeah.
So we've been in, and for a minute there we thought that I was like gluten intolerant, so we cut out gluten, and then we thought, so it's crazy.
Oh, it was an interesting journey, a process of elimination,
Right?
trialing out, and now you're seeing what works for you.
And seeing
That's
how it acts. I mean, we're all so trained a certain way to do this, eat this, do like blah 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 blah. And I think every body is different, right?
yeah.
And one of our best friends lost their kid to cancer about a year and a half ago,
Okay.
or a year and a few months ago. He was 10, and it really hit home for us, and obviously for
Of
them, but
course.
it hit home for us because it was so close. And we literally, from then on, we were like, we're gonna go on this journey to find, like, to figure out, like, what is the healthiest way to live, right?
Hmm.
And diet is such a huge part of it. And
Hmm.
my wife, she raised the question. She said, well, how did they do it in the biblical days? Because these guys were living a long time, right? I mean,
Yeah,
now
that's true.
now you're lucky if you get to 80. You know, 80 did it. I'm like, no, I want to be like these guys going to like 120.
Like, yeah.
Like,
Like, what was their secret?
we've just,
Going back to basics.
yeah, just going to figure out, like what works for me, what works for Alexa, what works for my kids, not to get to
People
my
are gotta listen on the podcast.
my son Ocean. He was so against any veggies, right? So he was always having number two problems. He was always, congested in there.
Oh, he's gonna love you for
But
this, for sharing this.
that's tough. He didn't want to potty train. He didn't want to do anything. So we started him on these like plant-based nuggets, right? So now he's getting his veggies, chicken nuggets.
Ah, very
It's
smart.
it's great. He's potty trained, does everything. Boom, literally within the last month.
Wow, so you can even get kids on the plant-based
I'm
diet if they must go on it. It's like life-changing, that seems.
I'm not saying the right way to do it, but I'm excited for this first episode to come out on Friday because just go.
I
It's like
love that. I mean, I must say, you guys are so natural when it comes in terms of your vlogs. Like, you really give an insight of your life and just keep it so raw and real. So I'm pretty sure that that's how your podcast is going to feel like and sound like. I'm sure it is. Look at everybody who's loving. They're sending so much love here in this conversation. It's incredible. So are people going to be able to listen to this on iTunes? And is there anything else that you also want to share with us before we let you go?
yeah. So yes, it'll be available everywhere that podcasts are available. And then something else that I want to share. I'm really excited for the world to continue to see Mighty Oak. It's one of those small movies that has a lot of heart, and the fact that we're getting so much love on this film. So thank you so much for getting the word out. It's incredible. I mean, to be a part of something and not just as an actor, but someone who's truly invested in the project in terms of like creative and just like heart and soul. Like it's so cool to come in and see people reacting the way they are. So thank you so much for getting the word out. And if you guys,
Absolutely.
that's super cool. And these uh these little movies, I think to me, these are the best ones because it kind of makes me feel like back in the 90s, all the movies I felt like were just home movies. They just hit home. Like felt really good. You know?
They have a great feel and depth
Yeah,
to it.
we did a movie
Yeah.
with the same director who did Mighty Oak called Spare Parts about seven,
Mhm.
8 years ago, and it has that same feel. So same director,
Mhm.
he just brings that. Sean McNamara. He also did Soul Surfer, which if you haven't seen Soul Surfer, you gotta go see that movie too.
Okay, I gotta go get that on my list. I got time to watch, so.
And I think people are really gonna enjoy it.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much. I mean, it's an incredible movie. So if people haven't watched it, they can watch it on Hulu, correct? And that it is such a heartwarming. I feel like it's something that we all need right now in this time to watch a movie like Mighty Oak and really discovering the talent that you guys have put together and discovered. It's really incredible. Like it's given me the chills when I was watching everybody singing. And there's been a few people that want to hear you sing. I know you did a post recently with you singing again.
So
Why were you shy of it?
no, I was in Big Time Rush and we did all that, and then I kind of just backed off of everything, and it's always uncomfortable putting yourself out there, but Alexa's constantly pushing me, and I don't know, I just feel like every month I'm trying to do something new that takes me out of my comfort zone, and I really want to kind of just continue
Keep
doing,
on,
put
keep
more
on at it.
out. Now the podcast is going to come out, so just continue pushing the limits because that's kind of all we can do, especially in this crazy time. Thank God we have social media. What would we do?
Exactly.
What would we do if we could?
What would we do? I
Oh,
mean, knowing about this and having to be contained,
oh,
we're grateful for the fact that we do have this, even though
well,
it can be a burden too.
let me ask you this though: isn't it strange? Maybe it's just me, but it's almost so normal now. Like I do a Zoom call, and it's not even like, whoa, this is so weird. It's just like this is what we do.
This is, you know what, and we're just getting used to it. It's 6 months in that we're in this already. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, thank you so much. Everybody's been asking again. The podcast is coming out this Friday. People can tune into it on iTunes. And you also have Mighty Oak, the movie. Do check it out. It's on Hulu as well. It's really incredible, heartwarming. And honestly, like you and your wife, happy belated again to Alexa. And I hope you guys stay safe. Keep on at it. Keep on trying new things. And, stay blessed.
You're awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. All right, that's it for more pop culture news and interviews. Stay tuned on Pop Fusion TV, and I'm signing off. Bye, guys.